Okay, so good morning, everyone, and welcome to another webinar arranged by Classic Holidays. Today we have the Novotel Hyderabad Convention Center along with us. Uh, from the hotel, we we have Mr. Manish Daya. He is the general manager at the hotel. We have Mr. Anmol Pancholi. He is the director of sales and marketing, who you've seen the video from since the last 3-4 days. And Mr. Varun Mehrotra. He is the director of sales. So thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, sir, for being with us here today. Before starting off, I have a few announcements to make. Um, I will be sending you. I will be sending the few future webinars that we have already. It will be done in the chat box in a few seconds from now. And also, I will be announcing the winners for the Corinthians webinar that we had on Saturday. The winners are Mr. Santosh Pujari, Dreams Travel and Holidays, Mumbai, Mr. Shankar Mishra from Fortune Connect, Mumbai, and Mr. John from Ahmedabad, CK Holidays. So thank you very much for everyone for attending our webinars, and congratulations once again for winning these prizes. Moving ahead, Manishji, if you could start off with a few words.
Thank you. Namaste and good morning to everyone. And I think a great day to be here on this webinar. Eid Mubarak to a lot of friends who are here with us, and to everyone. God bless us all with lots of love, happiness, and loads of good health to everyone. So I guess that's what I would want to start. Thank you very much, Rishabh and Sureshji, for giving us this platform to be amongst everyone over here. I think with Sureshji and Classic Holidays, my association goes back since 2004. It's been a long journey, and I think at every step that I was part of various setup and organization, and including my Accor journey, he's been one of the pioneers to always come forward and come up with innovative options and opportunities for us to sail through, even in the best of times and in difficult times. And I think this is one of a great opportunity for me and my colleagues here. So just to start, I've got two of my colleagues, Anmol Pancholi, who's the director of sales and marketing for this beautiful complex in Hyderabad. I also have Varun Mehrotra, who's the director of sales, looking after the entire sales operations, MICE operations, and corporates as far as this complex is concerned. And I am Manish Daya. My journey with Accor started way back in 2013. So since then, I've been associated with 4 different properties and 4 different cities. So my first assignment was with the Novotels in Goa. That's where my journey started as pre-opening hotels, which is both the Novotels, the Novotel Goa Resort and Spa, and the Novotel Shrem Hotel. So this was my first 2 assignments. Then I moved to Lavasa to manage the Lavasa Convention Center and the Mercure and the development of Novotel project there. From there, I moved to Mumbai to manage Novotel Mumbai Juhu Beach. And now it's been almost 2 years that I'm part of this beautiful complex in Hyderabad, which is the Novotel Hyderabad Convention Center, and the largest purpose-built convention center, which is the Hyderabad International Convention Center. So this is about us. To give you a few synopsis and brief about what we represent and what is the complex about. But to start with, let me begin by saying a few words about Accor. Accor is a French multinational hospitality and company that owns, manages, and franchises hotels globally, including resorts and vacation properties. Accor began its journey in France and Paris in 1960s, and it is among the top 6 global hospitality companies to manage more than 5,000 hotels, and with almost 40 brands from luxury to economy. They have started journey with the Novotel brand, and since then the company, like I mentioned, has grown to 5,000 hotels present in 110 countries, and 7 lakh 4,000 rooms is what we manage. Our India story began with this beautiful complex that we represent, which is the Novotel Hyderabad Convention Center and HICC, most popularly known. Our journey began in 2006. So for Accor, we were the first hotels, continue to be a benchmark hotel and convention center as on date that we speak. Since then, Accor's journey in India has grown to 52 hotels between India and South Asia. And when I say South Asia, it is Sri Lanka and Colombo to be more specific, which means we have 51 hotels that we are operating and a mix of almost 9 brands that we manage out of 40 international brands. Some of the brands for you to connect with Accor that we operate globally in the luxury segment include the Raffles, the Orient Express, the Banetry, the Sofitel, the Rixos, and the Fairmont. We manage, of course, the Fairmont in Jaipur. We manage the Sofitel in Mumbai, and very shortly we would coming up with our Raffles in Udaipur. As far as the upper mid-scale hotels include, or the premium segment hotels, which includes the M Gallery, includes the Pullman, the Movenpick, the Mall Mercure, and the Swissôtel. And out of these brands, of course, we have a Pullman in Delhi, we have a Movenpick in Sri Lanka and Colombo, we have a few Grand Mercures to speak of, and of course, we have a Swissôtel in Kolkata. To connect you with the mid-scale brands, which include, and as part of Accor family, are the Novotel, the Mercures, and the Adagio, out of which the Novotel and the Mercure are operational in India. And finally, the economy segment hotel, which includes the Ibis and the Joe and Joe and the F1 family. So we do have the Ibis hotels across various cities, and we have an Ibis Styles which exists in Goa. So these are some of the brands for you to connect with us. So coming to the Novotel Hyderabad Convention Center and HICC, this beautiful complex started in 2006. It is a joint venture between Emaar from Dubai and Telangana state. The government has a stake in this complex through its TSIIC wing, which is the Telangana State Industry and Infrastructure Corporation. So between the two, they formed SPV, which is a PPP model, and known to be one of the most profitable and successful models that the government has formed together. And since then, this property was purpose-built convention center. It was built in a record time of less than 2 years by L&T. And this continues to be the largest as we speak in India and South Asia. The Novotel hotel has 288 rooms to offer and has multiple dining outlets, including the signature outlet called Food Exchange, a bar called The Bar, cafe called The La Cafe, and a mix of multi-cuisine option called La Cantina. So these are the outlets that we manage. The hotel is spread across 15 acres of the entire space, offering space between indoor and outdoor. The outdoor space has a large Novotel garden and Novotel lawns and a huge poolside space to offer. And the Hyderabad International Convention Center, which offers the indoor MICE space, is 150,000 square feet of meeting space. We've got 37 breakaway rooms to speak of, and the largest pillar-free hall that we can speak of is 65,000 square feet. The ceiling height it offers is 40 feet, and it can take up to 6,500 delegates in single sitting in the pillar-free space, and simultaneously offer multiple venues for exhibition purpose, for individual session purpose. We also have the translation booth, since we host a lot of international and national association-based events, and form to be very, very important as part of the purpose-built convention center. It is, we are able to attract a lot of them to a big volume that we can speak of. The largest size that we have handled an event is 10,000 delegates. We were able to cater to almost 9,600 people in that event and for 3 different meals or all meals of the day. So that way we do a mix and match of various size and shapes of MICE events, including conferences, convention centers, product launches, social events that include page 3 events, annual events, what do you say, annual days for a lot of large corporates which are housed across the country. And of course, we do large scale social events, which includes the weddings. And most importantly, another aspect of us is shootings too. So we do a mix and match of everything that requires the utility of such a large space, and continue to host many such large events during the year. We do up to 1400 events uh, through the year, with a length of average event could be 2.4 nights. We have multiple options that we work upon. We work upon per square feet rate for rental purpose, and then per person basis for catering purpose. So we do a mix and match of all opportunities that we are able to work along, and bring large events and convention centers to this beautiful country and to this beautiful city. I'm sure everybody connects Hyderabad through its recognition in form of a city which is called the city of Nizams. The Nizams brought in a lot of culture along with them, and were known to have a connect for very high end and expensive jewels and pearls. And that's how the city got its recognition as the city of pearls. They were also very enthusiastic about dining. So Hyderabad connects itself with a lot of gastronomy experiences, including the popular biryanis to speak of. And most importantly, with this convention center and being the largest one, we brought in the recognition to this city as the capital of conventions. So these were some of the connects that we were able to bring as identity to this beautiful city. This city again stands very unique because of the number of convention centers that we offer in this city. And we connect ourselves through a bureau for which we are the founders, which is called the HCVB, which is Hyderabad Convention Center Visitors Bureau. So we are the founding members for this, and we have a mix and match of all kinds of hosts and partners who can help us with MICE business. So whether it is somebody who can help us with AV, somebody with transport, somebody with hotels, somebody could be PCOs, could be tent houses. So anything that falls under the umbrella of MICE, including transport, are part of this bureau. And we have many such members wherein we all come together because when you speak about any city which can cater to convention center, it has to be MICE ready. So this is something that I would like to share upon. I think my colleagues are here to share a beautiful video which is put together to showcase the shape and the size that we have to offer. And then we have a small presentation for you to understand what this city is about, why is it so MICE friendly and continues to be recognized as the convention center capital of the country, and what all we have to offer, what are some of the key events that we would have hosted, so that you can connect to the size that we can cater as far as this convention center is open. And I think post the presentation, we are open to a few Q&A. So I guess, Rishabh, is that good enough for us to start?
Yes, sir. Anmol, I hope you clicked on the optimize screen option before starting the video. If you've not done that, you'll have to reshare your screen. Anmol, can you unmute yourself? You have to unmute yourself, Anmol.
Rishabh, good to go ahead. I'll play the video now.
Okay.
for this quarter are looking better, but we might need more people to come
Thank you, everyone. We will now quickly go through the presentation to get in-depth details about the complex and the convention center. To begin with,
Anmol, sorry. Yeah.
perfect. So, what makes a great convention city? Is it where is it located? Is it about the infrastructure? Is it the food that the city or the complex serves? Or it is about the culture that one experiences once one comes over to attend a particular convention or any other event for that matter? We strongly feel that it is a mix of everything that makes it very, very interesting to bring everyone together and to host an event. Experience which is greater than all of that is what Hyderabad brings to all of you. Of course, Hyderabad since 1591 has been host to various dynasties and various visitors. And of course, as Mr. Manish was mentioning, is now become the convention capital of India. The journey has been very, very interesting. We'll quickly take you through what the journey of Hyderabad has been. Since the founding of Hyderabad, which was by the Qutub Shahi dynasty, to Hyderabad becoming the trade center of gems and jewelry with the Golconda mines. And then, of course, joining India in 1948, the city was, the state was the last state to join the Free India. The IT and pharma industry came into the picture in 1990s and became the bread earner for the state. The maximum amount of input of taxation, etc., used to come in from this particular industry. And then, of course, came in the high-tech city, the IT bug, which which spread the virus. Rishabh, you saying something?
Yeah, sorry. Anmol, your attendee list, no, it is being seen on the right-hand side. Can you hide it? There.
Is it gone now?
Yeah, it's gone. Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
So I was talking about how the IT industry came in and spread like a virus, which started generating a lot of revenues for the city. You name the IT company, and that particular IT company came in to Hyderabad to start their shop. I also very fondly call it the city of firsts, because the first Google office came into India, came in Hyderabad. The first Microsoft R&D center out of Redmond, US is in Hyderabad. The first IKEA showroom which came into India came into Hyderabad. The first Harley Davidson showroom that came into India came into Hyderabad. So a lot of feathers that we have in our cap, and all this is only possible because of the flexible policies that the government has laid down. And of course, how can I forget? The first Accor hotel that came to India was this very hotel, the Novotel and HICC. So we have always been the pioneers in terms of bringing something first to the country. And post that, of course, one of the first to start that startup fever, the government had taken an initiative where they launched T-Hub, which was an incubation center for all the startups, where there is a lot of funding which is also given to new ideas. There are a lot of ideas, which angel investors pick up and invest in. So a lot of these kind of opportunities that the state has created for each and every one of us. How do you reach Hyderabad? Of course, the international airport connects us to various parts of the world. There are 22 international airlines, 32 plus daily to and fro international flights that operate. And there are 7 domestic carriers which do multiple flights within the country. If we look at number of hours, we are 11 hours from London, 13 from Paris, 17 from Frankfurt. And we have got various direct and indirect connectivity across the globe. Connectivity within the city of Hyderabad. Of course, you have app-based taxi services available, all of them. You have got state transportation, you have got metro, while metro is not linked to the airport, but various parts of the city. And in the third phase of connectivity, the metro also connects to the international airport of Hyderabad. We talk about what is there to come and see in the city. I would say it has been unfortunate in past couple of years that we have only been seen as a business city, while Hyderabad has got so much to offer. Right from various monuments to palaces to a Ramoji Film City to places of interest to families, or about dining, everything. It is Hyderabad as a city has got so much to offer that you can definitely plan a 3 to 4 days itinerary with whether it is for business or for leisure, with various things which will cover everyone's interest. To name a few, there are various old city food trails that we as a hotel also organize. There are various archaeological sites, etc., that we can definitely help you visit. There are various interesting activities that we can weave around. Something like organizing a biryani cooking demonstration in old city home in Hyderabad, or say you can do and you can go and weave ikat fabric and learn the ancient art. So there are various interesting things that one can organize, one can do in Hyderabad. Ramoji Film City, of course, everyone knows about. Various a lot of people would have visited, but still remains one of the most happening places to visit in the city. Various palaces, whether it is Golconda or the Falaknuma, they all offer such various bandwidth of experiences that it makes Hyderabad a very, very interesting city to come and visit. I've just spoken about these various places and, of course, cuisine. And one can never forget how good the experience of shopping in the old city of Hyderabad is. The hustling and bustling cities gives you experience exactly like a souk market in say Istanbul or in anywhere in Middle East, and has got such beautiful flavors of India that any guest who comes and experiences this has a wonderful time. That brings me to one of the major attractions of the complex. We still proudly say that we are the largest convention center in whole of India. We are the largest convention center which is purpose built, which is managed by a 5-star hotel chain, and a complex which gives you an end-to-end experience of organizing any kind of event. When I say any kind of event, trust me, we have organized sporting events like Kabaddi. We have organized International Snooker Championship. We have organized a tennis ball cricket tournament for the IT companies. We have organized the largest international conventions, which has been participated by over 100 countries. The largest convention that the India had seen, which lasted for 16 days, the biodiversity conference was organized at the convention center by the team here. The largest weddings, the numbers that we do here have gone up to 10,000 people. And we all know, India is known for these big fat weddings. So the convention center is purpose built and has got space to do all these things. Even with, what the way forward will be, since you have got that luxury of space, you can have various kinds of seating style, whether maintaining social distance or, in times to come, if in a couple of years everything goes back to normal, we have the space which can organize it all. Just to give you a glimpse of how the entire convention center looks when we do a seating of over 6,000 people. This is that grand image which will remain with you for a very long time. The exact space that we have in the main box and not the entire convention center, in the main box is 66,464 square feet of pillarless main hall. That's the largest capacity hall that we have. We can seat over 6,500 people in this particular hall. The ceiling height is 40 feet. So the larger than life events and larger than life setups can come in. Every 6 meters, we have got service pits so that they can be efficiently and effectively utilized in order to have a very neat and clean experience of the event. The telescopic seating, of course, gives this a stadium-like feel. And, you need 4 hours to set this up. With or without this particular seating, the entire space is very, very functional. You've got speaker prep and translation booths. We have got in-house audiovisual tech support that we can give, uniform lighting, and 37 different breakout rooms. Now, when I say 37 different breakout rooms, we can, at any given point in time, can organize multiple events together without each event interfacing or coming across to each other. The convention center has got various points of entry and exits. So in times of social distancing also, we can have various events come in from a particular gate and go from a particular gate without bothering the other event. So that is the reason why we keep emphasizing on the word purpose built, and that is the reason why we keep calling it a purpose built convention center. Various other smaller areas that you have, a lot of these areas which give you a proper convention feel, various areas which give you a complete banqueting feel that you will expect in a 5-star hotel or a convention center. Very spacious lobby, pre-function area, organizers suite for organizers organizing the event. Not only that, there is of course another dimension to the entire complex, which is the beautiful landscaping across. We are spread in 15-acre campus, and that's the luxury that very, very few hotels, not only in the city but in the country, especially a business hotel that enjoys such landscaping. We of course had the first movers advantage when we came in here in 2006, and beautiful flora and fauna all across us, lake inside the compound, a jogging track, all that gives a brilliant experience, not only when you're hosting an event, but when you have a smaller retreat being organized for say a 10 to 12 guests, or a small board meeting which is traveling in from any part of the country, or a destination wedding. So various kinds of themes that one can organize. Some of the features of the world-class facility, of course, parking, service pit, in-house event management, audiovisual, which I've already highlighted, and the 5-star hotel management team, Accor Hotels, that manages the entire complex, Novotel and Hyderabad International Convention Center. One of our focus remains MICE, and we have various MICE-friendly amenities in the convention center. a 500 plus person, just the reception or the registration terminal that we have, so that one does not eat away into your space of organizing or space of the event that you have taken. Back office with 16 workstation, cloakroom facilities, business center, on venue AV and tech production support. There are various shops for shopping experience, a local authentic Hyderabadi shopping experience that one can look at. Various other amenities, whether it is safety and security, regarding safety or security, or ease of doing business. Business center, CCTV, across solar fencing, etc. So makes it very, very safe and secure environment for any organizer organizing a national, international, or local event. Highlighting some of the secure meeting points, of course, fire exits, latest technology, smoke detectors, CCTV, every minutest of details being covered, whether it is hygiene related or safety or security related. I would also like to highlight the glorious past. 2007 onwards, we have been hosting the kind of events that would have only happened at the convention center if it had to happen in India. And some of the events which India could bid only because the such beautiful infrastructure was available in the country. The story, of course, started with Asian Development Banking Meet and various other international events which I was mentioning, whether it was World Allergy Organization or $1 Million Roundtable, or it was the Well Telecommunication event which was organized. There are various events which have added feather to our cap. The last such event which was highlight to India was, of course, the Global Entrepreneur Summit, GES Summit, which was inaugurated by Ivanka Trump herself and the Prime Minister of the country, Shri Narendra Modi. So, those kind of events which have put us not only in the map in the country, but globally as well. Some of the events in 19. Of course, who said conferences can't be fun? When you have got 15 acres of open spaces and 15 acre of campus, there are various things that one can organize. The beautiful swimming pool lawns, which are utilized very often for various events, whether it is, when people want to play a game of cricket or football, or whether it is an outdoor wedding or a sundowner DJ event that we would have organized. There are various kind of events that we have done, including stand-up artists who have performed, to various entertainment events or evenings that we have organized. So coming to some specifics of Novotel, of course, a 5-star property. When we say adjacent to HICC, they're both interconnected, and takes exactly 15 seconds of walk to walk from Novotel to HICC and vice versa. 288 guest rooms, all the 5-star amenities that you will expect a 5-star hotel to have, plus the landscaping that I keep on emphasizing, because that is something which not everyone enjoys. A quick breakup of the 288 rooms, various categories. Just to give you a breakup, there are 16 suites that we have, and 2 categories of room, superior and premier, which further have got 2 categories of pool and non-pool view rooms. The good part about the rooms is the rooms which do not have the pool view still overlook a lot of flora and fauna all across, because we are like a heart of the business city has got this beautiful resort-like experience that we offer. So even when you look out of your window, you do not get to see these skyscrapers or a concrete jungle, but you still look at a lot of greenery all across. And somehow, now that I'm noticing all the pictures, if you see, look out from the bedroom, it is a part of greenery that you see in all these images. La Cafe, which is our European sidewalk themed daily, quite popular amongst the locals. The Bar, Food Exchange, which is a contemporary casual multi-dining cuisine restaurant, which is also our coffee shop. La Cantina, serves Pan-Asian cuisine. Now, highlight about La Cantina and Food Exchange, which I just saw, both of them have got beautiful outdoor setup right next to the pool. And you've got seating close to 50 people each or more, which can be organized just at La Cantina and Food Exchange, and which overlooks also the gardens of the hotel. Of course, gym, spa, pool, all these amenities which will keep you engaged and entertained. Now, not many hotels will be talking about the competition across, but we proudly do so, because when we run and manage the convention center, we also work along with all the other 5-star hotels in various categories. All 5,500 rooms which get business because of the convention center, because of the sheer size that we accommodate, and because of the sheer kind of events that we bring into the city. There are various other star hotels in the vicinity of 2 to 5 kilometers, and of course 5 to 10 kilometers, which very closely work with us in whenever we have large scale events in the city. Various post-conference delegate experience that I was also touching upon some time back, right from shopping, dining, group tours, outdoor activities, health and wellness activities that one can organize. Well, that brings me to the end of this presentation. Thank you very much, all of you, for patiently listening to us. And thank you very much for taking out time and joining us. I think, Rishabh, you'll take it over from here.
Yeah. Can you stop your screen, Anmol, once?
Yeah.
At the top. Yeah, great. Thank you, Anmol. Amazing PPT, amazing presentation. I think the biggest USP that you guys have is that convention hall that you boast about. And I'm sure you will be having a lot of events in the near future once we are done with this COVID issue. Moving on, as we do every day, we have a few questions that we ask all our participants, against which they get complimentary nights at your particular hotel. So your questions for today will be on your screens right now. The first question is, how many rooms does the Novotel Hyderabad Convention Center have? Aditya, this is a test for you also, whether you've given the correct information to the participants or not. So 81% of the people have given the correct answer. It is 288 rooms, if I'm not wrong. Correct, Anmol? Okay.
Yes, correct answer.
So, okay. The second question for today is, name the multi-cuisine restaurant at Novotel Hyderabad Convention Center. So I think again 65% of the people have given the correct answer. The multi-cuisine restaurant is the Food Exchange. Moving on to the third question. What is the size of the main pillarless hall at the Hyderabad International Convention Center? So once again, 73% of the people have given the correct answer. That's 66,424 square feet. That is extremely, extremely big. Fourth question for today. How many breakout rooms are available at the HICC? And 60% of the people have given the answer as 37. Manish, is that the correct answer?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Bang on.
Great. The last question for today. how many registration terminals are there at the HICC? Manishi, I would like you to give the answer for this. The correct answer is
Absolutely. They all know much more than I do. 16.
16. Yes, 60%
Congratulations. Very, very nice.
47% of people are given the correct answer. Moving on now, I would just like Siddharth to put in the future webinar details. Also, we have one video to be shared with you. So I will just take 1 minute of yours and we will
Yes,
then
yes.
go on to the Q&A round. It's for our webinar tomorrow. So
Yes.
for anybody else who does not know, we have the Atlantis, the Palm, Dubai coming in tomorrow for a webinar with us. So, and the links for the registration of that webinar have been shared to you in the chat box right now by Siddharth. Please register if you have not done so. And this is a short video that I would like to play. One second, I think there is no sound. Okay, I'll play that in some time again. Moving on. So we have a few questions that we would like to ask you that you can answer to all the agents here. And the first question, if you can hear me, the first question would be, are there any safety precautions now that the Novotel will be taking regarding the whole COVID SOPs that you must have planned by now?
Yes, so I guess it's the need of the hour. While we were always known to be at the highest point of hygiene standards that we've been managing at the Novotel Hyderabad Convention Center and the Hyderabad International Convention Center, since we are known to cater to a lot of international delegates and national delegates and the who's who of the country who keep traveling to this beautiful complex for various events and meets. We've always been doing that. We've always been certifying ourselves for health and hygiene standards, for safety standards through diversity, through Bureau Veritas. We've been doing our audits, unannounced audits for hygiene standards. We've been following all the FSSAI guidelines through and through. Of course, those were part and parcel of the norms. We always had sanitizers placed across the hotel, even before this became like a day-to-day need for everyone. But having said that, like everyone, we all need to further up our hygiene standards and necessities. And for that, as Accor, we are moving forward towards our campaign called All Safe, whereby we have our tie-up globally with Bureau Veritas to do a health check and hygiene check for all the hotels before we open our doors to cater to all our guests. So they will come and they will audit our property. We have recently announced our campaign called All Safe, which also speaks about our partnership along with AXA to provide doctor assistance and support, whether it is through online or whether it is a physical need for any doctors to come across anywhere globally that we operate. So there is a lot more measures which are taken forward in line to meet the global requirements to fight and sustain the COVID-19 and the current era that we are all going through. But adding on to everything else that I may speak of as a global initiative that we have taken under the broad guidelines of All Safe, at the hotel, all our cars are having every measures that are required, whether it is the partition between the driver and the guest. We have our own fleet of 12 cars that are stationed at the hotel. We do our checks at the entrance of the hotel. We sanitize the vehicles coming in. We ensure to do the thermal check for every guest walking into the hotel. we make sure that we take declarations for all the guests coming, even as this point in time, while we do not have any in-house guest or quarantine guests, but we are operating for takeaways. So obviously we have a lot of guests who are coming to do and pick up their takeaway deliveries. So we make sure that we do every health and hygiene check and declaration for everyone traveling in. We have a doctor in-house who's stationed at the hotel. Even as a complex, we have our own hygiene lab. We have our own health officer and hygiene officer who's a full-time resource, not as of today, but from the time this complex is operational, because we do huge catering to all our delegations that come across. We cater to almost 3,000 meals every single day. We have our own team strength of 600 plus team members. So obviously they also need attention. So every team member who's allowed to come inside the complex has to go through a doctor's screen, a self check, a self declaration every single day. Anybody who's found to have temperature or body temperatures not in line are of course not allowed to come in. And we have our own association with neighboring hospitals where we make sure that we take care of our team members. Currently, entire fleet of 60 team members are not exposed to the outside. They are staying in-house for the last 2.5 months to ensure that this set of team who's in-house are ensured to take care of all safety measures that are required at all different touch points. Currently, we have our signages that are placed across, whether it is a queue required, whether it is a thermal check required before entering, whether it is to speak about social distancing required while waiting for check-in, or usage of guest elevators, or usage of public passage, washrooms, etc., etc. At this point in time that we speak, currently our pool, spa, fitness center is not operational for guest usage. This is in line with the MHA orders, but once those are done, all our health, hygiene, safety, signage requirements are all in place to take care that we are able to welcome our guests to stay at the Novotel, which has 288 rooms. We are well enough here to take care of all the food and beverage requirements that are required at the hotel to cater to the in-house guests that would be here with us. Additionally, whether, like I mentioned, the reception check-in, all the touch points which were there are now digitalized, right from the check-in process to the payment process, everything. We have all options available to reduce minimum touch points that are required. All our rooms are equipped with hygiene and safety measures, whether it is mask, whether it is sanitizers, whether it is disposable cutlery, crockery that we are offering. All the 10 cards are removed from the rooms to ensure that there are less touch points available. In the rooms, there are various touch points through signages, stickers provided for the guests to ensure that they don't forget washing their hands, sanitizing their hands, and so on at every moment and touch points. Similarly, guest rooms are taken care of. We have our PPE equipments available for all our team members, so that if they have to go on floors that are occupied, they are prepared to handle such requirements. We will currently not do a daily service in the room. All the amenities that include bathroom amenities, room amenities will be delivered outside to the guest, and they will be able to do self-service at this point in time till we have some more measures that the MHA offers, where we can probably add on to these services and are further prepared with more factors that may be added on. And pretty much to speak of, like I mentioned, the swim pool, spa at this point in time is not operational. Small events, the government has already given the go ahead for social events up to 50, especially to do with weddings. We already have 5 queries to speak of, so which means people and the guests are ready to come in, and this is purely because of the comfort that they have from the hotel and the complex that we've been managing for ensuring higher standard of hygiene and safety measures. And I guess so on with the travel moving on and with people wanting to take business to the next level. All these touch points of small meetings, which we also see as sentiments coming across. A lot of companies have started calling us that once the lockdown is officially lifted post 31st May, they would want to host small meetings whereby their key team members or the executive team members come over, discuss the way forward. So we are geared to handle all these movements in the days to come, and accordingly prepared ourselves to ensure all checkpoints are there. At the same time, while I say that we have a doctor who comes to the hotel every day and spends 3 hours, he is also available on call. We have ambulance facilities available at call. The closest hospital to us is less than 1 kilometer, and we have our tie-up with this hospital as well. And I think pretty much all necessities that anyone wants to feel that they are safe to travel comes under the umbrella of the All Safe initiative, which is taken forward by Accor. And I guess everybody will get to know much more about all these initiatives that fall under this umbrella very soon.
Great, sir. Thank you. Varun, let's listen to your voice now. We've not heard you since the start. So I'll throw 2 questions at you. Number one, are you giving out the hotel as a total buyout if somebody is asking for, be it an event or a wedding? And the second question that I want to ask you is, for your FIT guests, is the hotel providing a complimentary pickup or drop from the airport?
Thank you. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah.
All right. To address the first question, yes, we all mentioned that our inventory unfortunately does not complement with the kind of space we have at the convention center. So we have total of 288 rooms, and if a conference takes the entire convention center, we have kept a cap of 180 rooms, which we can offer to the organizer to take at one go. And like we discussed in the presentation as well, we have different categories of room as well. So that 180 rooms can be divided into a different categories, and if required, we can also maximum go up to 200 rooms, 220 rooms, depending on the time of the year when the conference is happening and the requirement of the organizer. Coming to the second question, the airport transfers are available and are available on complimentary basis for premier category and suites. For the standard category of room, the airport transfers are available on chargeable basis. But we do a lot of corporate business as well, and during the contracting stage, it can be a part of a negotiation deal, which we can also include that.
Okay, and so the next question, if you can answer this too, Anmol had shown a lot of the city at the start of the presentation, and he said that how lovely the city is to roam around also. So if somebody wants to come into Hyderabad, say for a 2 or 3 night package, is it possible for the hotel to arrange for their sightseeing and transfers, or do they have to do it separately and on their own?
No, absolutely, we can do that. We have done that in the past for our lot of conferences as well, where we do have tie-ups with the local talent as well in the Hyderabad. So what we can do is that, although we don't do it from the hotel itself, but yes, we can put the panelists which we have, and we can maybe customize a package which can include the sightseeing options as well as part of the conferencing as well, or even the FIT guests who are coming visiting the city. We can definitely enhance that experience and include that part of the package.
Great. So another question regarding the convention hall. If you're saying that this is the biggest in India, is it also the biggest in Asia? Is the convention hall the biggest in Asia, or is there anybody who is bigger than you also?
So we would like to say that we are the biggest in the country and Southeast Asia purpose-built convention center. Okay. So what I mean by purpose-built is that it's a combination of a hotel and a convention center, and made to host international conferences which will have a different international norms and regulations. You would have a lot of convention spaces and exhibition spaces in the country also, which is bigger than us, but those are not purpose-built. These are maybe a big hangars which are there, which you have to convert it into a convention center or a conference room. But the idea here is that it is built to host those conferences. You don't have to bring anything from outside to convert this convention center into a conference room. Okay. And along with the breakout sessions and the meeting rooms, it is very convenient for an organizer to
have panel sessions as well, have exhibition, conference, also a holding area for speakers, can be done within one complex.
Okay. So another question by Vimal Jain. He's asking, he had asked another question earlier also. He's saying that a lot of times his guest comes to the Novotel Hyderabad Convention Center. Is it possible for you to arrange for a room for wash and change before you give the room for check-in? Because normally what happens is the check-in is at 2 o'clock and the convention starts at around 9-10 a.m. So, and most of us are not ready to attend that because of course we'll need some place to wash and change. Is that a possibility, or you will still give the room directly at 2?
See, it's a very subjective, situation. See, it all depends on the hotel occupancy for the last night. And depending on, see, a lot of time when the guests are coming very early in the morning, we recommend, that the room can be blocked a day prior. For that, what we can do is that we can work out maybe a special price from a conference price, which is already offered, maybe a 50% waiver on the price which we have contracted on for an early check-in. See, it all depends on the inventory available in the morning. However, I think it's a very valid question for conferences, but generally conferences starts at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning, and people who are coming early in the morning, they would need certain place for wash and change. So what we generally work with the organizer are, maybe we can work out 2 or 3 rooms as a wash and change room early in the morning, which can be used on rotation basis also, or if we can work out a special price with the organizer and hold on to certain rooms which can be used for wash and change purposes. In the meantime, people can attend their conference and come back and check into their own original rooms.
Okay. Can the convention center be only used for big seminars and conferences, or do you also give it for marriage purposes?
Weddings is one of our biggest segment which we cater to because of the size, and like I think Anmol also initially mentioned that, I think most of us, Anmol, myself, Manish also are not from the southern part of the country, and where we come in from, we are from north, and Manish is from Goa. So where we come in from, we used to feel that shadis in north is to be like, the biggest which you can get. But once you are in Hyderabad and in south, that is where you realize weddings are huge here. And the kind of space which we have suits the requirement, with the kind of ceiling height which we have, you can have a lot of big sets can be made for weddings. Bahubali is very famous in Hyderabad. So, we have had concept weddings also and various celebrations. So yes, although our focus always have been MICE, international conferences, national conferences, but wedding is one of our biggest segment which we cater to.
Okay. Have you had any high profile weddings in the hotel?
Sorry?
Have you done any high profile weddings in the hotel?
Yeah, we've done, we have done a lot of weddings which is from outside India as well. Okay. We have done a lot of weddings which are government related weddings as well. We have done a lot of celebrity weddings here as well. Saina Nehwal, in fact, I think she got married in the registrar office, but the reception was held at HICC for her. And also I just noticed, I think with the wedding also there is a question which was related about the triple occupancy as well.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you that, yes.
Yeah, because there are a lot of families, yes, and we are open to that as well. So, we have different categories of room which can accommodate that option as well. So we are very open for the packages as well, API packages, triple occupancies, early check-in, late check-out, everything pretty flexible with the deal.
Okay, great. I think that brings us to an end of the Q&A round. I will just try and play the video once again that I was trying to play earlier, and then we'll have the closing notes from you. Just give me a minute.
A very good morning to all my travel trade friends. Hi, this is Neil Shah from Atlantis of Palm, Dubai. I'd like to welcome all of you all to join our webinar with Classic Holidays tomorrow at 11 a.m. the 26th of May, Tuesday. The link to the webinar would be in the chat box below the video posted. Looking forward to see you all tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.
So there was just a small invitation from Neil Shah. He works for the Atlantis The Palm in Dubai. I hope to see all of you there tomorrow again. Manishji, any closing words?
I guess everybody has the doubt as to what is the way forward.
Yeah.
So I think we are all moving in a certain direction of currently survival, and then probably the reviving, and then the revival phase. There are a lot of questions as to how are we going to move ahead. But I guess life has to move on. We all have to embrace the current scenario. And even as we speak, all of us in the hospitality forum, we have seen many such various situations and pandemic and epidemic too. But most importantly, I think all of us are here to stay. We may take a few days to get used to it. We may come with our own measures of how to survive it and how to live with it. But I can assure each and every one of you that all of us will continue to do that we are known to. We will take all measures that are required to sustain and to fight this current pandemic. We will offer every hygiene standards required for safety of all the travelers that come to all partners such as you and to us directly. The question about how soon and how much time will it take for MICE operations, I think it is already reached a phase where people have started traveling, maybe currently for purpose of getting stranded or expatriation, or maybe moving from one place to another. It is moving to a phase where currently the road transportation has initiated, the railways have initiated, flights have started today. International flights, I believe, are going to follow soon, could be by mid of next month. And all this is moving at a very fast pace. What holds true today doesn't hold true tomorrow. And similarly, whatever is restricted today or falls under the ban of the current MHA guidelines may be lifted tomorrow. So be rest assured that we are all prepared to handle everything that comes our way, and we'll be more than happy to partner with all of you. And thank you very, very much for coming with such large attendance. And thank you very much, Rishabh and Suresh ji, for giving us this platform to come and showcase what we have to offer in this beautiful city of Hyderabad. So thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Manish ji.
Thank you,
sir.
Manishji. Thank you for taking time out. Thank you, Anmol. Thank you, Varun. Thank you, Varun. So we'll see everyone tomorrow. Tomorrow for the Atlantis The Palm, Dubai. Till then, stay safe, stay home. Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you.